Howdy. What's up, photo nerds? This is Joe with J Blake Photo. Welcome to another video on my channel. We have so much to talk about. There's so much going on right now. I just got back from my California trip. It was relatively short. Got to see some family. Got to see some just beautiful sights. I love going to San Diego, going to California, and just enjoying my time down there. But I am back. I actually got back today. One of the places I went in Balboa Park is the Museum of Photographic Arts, which is where I got this super cool t-shirt. They've got some super great exhibits going on down there right now. I'll put a link down below in the description. But we are back from California. I do have a couple of really great photos that I took that I'm really proud of while I was out there. I'm going to be releasing those on my Instagram, so go ahead and check that out. I'll go ahead and put a link down in the description. You should follow me on Instagram. Still got trips coming up. There'll be a little bit of a lull here now through the rest of October, November, December, and January. And then in February, we go to Maui. And then in March, yeah, I got that right, January, February, March, I'll be going to Holland. I'll be going to the Netherlands, flying into Amsterdam, spending a week there. But I need to know just great places that you think I should go and shoot, or great things that maybe are a little off the beaten path, maybe things you wouldn't expect. But if you've ever been to Maui, if you've ever been to Amsterdam, Rotterdam, anywhere in Holland, the Netherlands, and there's a great spot that you think I should visit, either put it down in the comments, or better yet, follow me on Twitter and hit me up there. I would love to hear about it. I am at jblakephotog on Twitter, but I would love to hear your insights into places to go for cool photography. Of course, we're going to be going and checking out the tulip gardens and all that sort of stuff when we're in Holland. But if there's anything else that I should be hitting up, please let me know. I'd love to get your input. Still putting the podcast together, just looking for just a few more segments that I want to put into it, and a few more folks that I want to include in that group. I want to get kind of a rotating cast of characters, of folks who want to talk about photo news and technology and shoots that they've been on, and just cool places and experiences and exciting opportunities for photography and videography and drones and tech and all that sort of stuff. So still looking for some folks. Last but not least, I do have a vlog that I'm in the process of editing right now. It kind of goes in depth into the process that I went into to snap one of the photos on my Instagram. It is an astral photo over Red Rock Canyon here in the Las Vegas area. This is the photo in question right here. I'm really proud of it. I thought it came out absolutely amazing, and it's on my Instagram. But if you want to know how I came to get that photo, I've got a vlog coming soon. It'll be released in the next couple of days, just kind of explaining how all that happened. But there is so much stuff going on in the last week or two, just photo news and all sorts of stuff. The GoPro Hero 8 and the Max 360 from GoPro. We've got firmware updates from Canon, macOS Catalina. I did take the plunge, I did upgrade to Catalina, and I do want to do a little update video on how all that went and where I am right now with my external GPU. iOS 13, we got the new iPhone right here with its 3 lenses. Last week in California, I did all my photo editing on my iPhone. So I literally had my Canon full frame 60 Mark II, and I just plugged the SD cards into this guy with a dongle, and I did everything in Lightroom on the iPhone. So I'm gonna do a video about that. We've also got the 10.2 inch iPad, the new one that just came out. I may or may not have one in the house. Sony released the A9 Mark II. Nikon released the Z750. Lightroom got updated to utilize GPUs. So let's hop into at least one of these things now. Okay, so let's talk about the GoPro Hero 8 Black. So as you guys know, that I shoot with GoPros quite a bit. So I have the Hero 7 Black, which I like a lot. I've been very happy with this camera. I've had it for about a year. And I have the GoPro Hero 4, also black. So I've taken these to Hawaii. I've taken these snorkeling. I've taken these snow sledding. I've taken these mountain biking, a lot of mountain biking. So I've had this thing, both of them actually, strapped either to me, to my head, to my chest, or to my mountain bike, and had just an absolutely phenomenal time Been very happy with the quality of the video. A couple of those videos are on my channel. I'll link one right here. So if you're into mountain biking, hit me up in the comments. So the new GoPro Hero 8 is a iterative update from the Hero 7. The Hero 7 was a huge update from the 6. I feel like they really pushed things forward with the 7. Maybe that was just good marketing. And the 8 seems to be just another step forward, maybe not as big a step. There's 3 things that I love about this new update, and there's 3 things that I really don't like, and one of them is kind of on both lists, so I kind of want to go over it. Number 1, in terms of things that I absolutely love, is that they upped the bit rate to 100 megabits. There's an opportunity to bring up some of the places where I would normally be grabbing my DSLR, where I might feel a little bit better about having the GoPro and not as hesitant to switch to it versus the DSLR, you know, situations like vlogging, you know, and other kind of times where I'm like, okay, do I want to toss the DSLR in the backpack, or can I just survive with the GoPro? Far less compression, far less blockiness, just the quality of the image was significantly improved. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the combination of kind of frame rates and hypersmooth. So with hypersmooth 2, which I don't include necessarily in this list of things that I'm absolutely excited for, although it does look phenomenal. Of course it's going to be better in the second, you know, version, in the next version. It looks really great, but the thing that I really like is that it works in different frame rates. So with the Hero 7, you cannot use hypersmooth with 4K 60. You can with the GoPro Hero 8. Also, at 1080p 240, it wasn't available. You had to choose between 240 and 120. There was no stabilization available at 240, and now there is. And so really just kind of bringing it up so that you have more options to shoot with where that stabilization is included, which is really a big deal for me. And third is the built-in mount. For anyone who's never had a GoPro before, GoPros normally just come like this. And so if you actually want to do anything with it, you need to put it in something. I mean, unless you just plan on holding it the whole time, what you actually have to do is you have to put it in one of these cases. So if you've never seen a GoPro, you know they've got this mount here on the bottom, and they sell accessories that have the mount on it, but you've always got these 2 little prong teeth on them, okay? Well, here's something that I can tell you for sure. Those teeth, they break. I actually came off a mountain bike ride the other day with this thing on my chest, and when I pulled it off, my mount, one of the teeth was broken. So fortunately it was only one, so it was still attached. Maybe I over tightened it, maybe it was just, you know, I mean, we were definitely doing quite a bit, so, you know, I don't know, you know, if it was just the force of some of the drops that we did, but, you know, fortunately, it was only one of the teeth, but if it had been both of them, I could have lost the GoPro. You know, it could have just fallen, and then I would have ridden it over with my, you know, with my tire, or it could have hit a rock or something, right? And I'm sure it would have been okay, but that's not a situation that I want to be in. I mean, there are lots of times where I'm going to drop my GoPro, but I kind of want that to be a situation that I figured dropping it is a possibility. Being strapped to my chest, I never really expect it to fall. That is just isn't something that I'm thinking might happen, but I got real close. So I'm super excited that on the new GoPro, the mount is built in, and it looks like it's made out of a stronger material. It's made out of metal, so it's actually attached to the bottom here. But that is also one of the things that I don't like about the new GoPro. If that breaks, I gotta send the GoPro in to get repaired or buy a new one. And so that's kind of a bummer. You know, it's a trade-off for sure. So it's both one of the things that I really love about the new GoPro and one of the things that I really don't love about the new GoPro. Next is the fact that they actually pulled the door off the side. They pulled the the door and changed the mechanism so that they could include the new mods. Now, I'm not including the mods in my list because as far as I'm concerned, they don't exist yet. We won't see them until probably the end of this year. When they do, I'll probably talk about those and do another video, but in the meantime, I mean, they look cool. There's a harness with a light and a microphone and some cold shoes. That looks super cool. It's definitely going to be a great option for vlogging, where you only have to take one camera with you and you only really have to deal with the one kit, which is great. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't see a battery extender mod available, because when you're chucking along in hyper smooth with 4K 30 or 4K 60, batteries don't last very long on these things. So if you're on a long mountain bike ride and you're looking to capture that one or two, those one or two really great moments, sometimes that can, you hear those beep beep beeps, or especially when I'm swimming. So if I've got this guy out and I am, if I'm at La Jolla Cove and I'm in the caves and it beeps, I can't just pull a battery out of my pocket, because I don't have one in my pocket. The USB-C port is now for charging only. I'm not super bummed that they pulled out the HDMI, the mini HDMI port, because I've never used mine. But I have set this thing up attached to an external power supply. And last but not least, I'm a little bummed they pulled the removable lens off of it. So if you shattered this, you could actually pull this off, get it repaired, get it replaced. But now it doesn't, that's just no longer an option because it's built in. They wanted to make it a little bit slimmer. I don't know if that was a cost-saving option. I've also heard some folks describe that the GoPro is not as sturdy as it used to be, but I'm sure we'll get more information on that in the future. I really think the Hero 8 is going to be a good upgrade. Should I sell this and get the Hero 8, or should I keep this and save my pennies? Option 3, which is GoPro is running a deal right now where if you trade in any GoPro or digital camera, you will get $100 off the Hero 8 Black, bringing it down from $399 to $299. That's a pretty good deal. So I thought, well, why don't I just send in my Hero 4? But then I read the fine print on this offer, and here's the kicker. It's actually any digital camera, working or not, that had an original retail price or retail worth of $99 or more. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send in my first digital camera, which is a Fujifilm E550. It still works. I wonder what this thing looks like. Let's try it out. I have no idea what this is gonna look like or sound like. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know in the comments if you plan on getting the GoPro Hero 8 or the Max 360, which I'll talk about in another video. Hopefully, there's a lot of videos I've got to do. There's so much stuff going on right now. Like I said at the beginning of the video, go ahead and check me out on Instagram. I don't release a lot of stuff on there, but I do kind of slowly release things as I shoot. If I find something that I just really love and I wanna release it, and normally there's going to be a video associated with it. Let me know some great places to go in Holland for my trip to the Netherlands, and for my Hawaii trip to Maui. Just let me know what you think I should be shooting, if there's something that maybe is off the beaten path, something cool. And if you, of course, if you like this video, hit like, and if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit subscribe. This is the kind of stuff that we do. We talk about photo gear, we talk about photo news, and we just nerd out on all that kind of stuff. We talk about how-tos and all sorts of other things. I don't know which camera to look in. So the reason that you're not going to see any of the footage from this camera is two reasons. Number one, it shoots on an XD card, which I do not have a reader for anymore. And also the USB out on it is not, it's like USB Mini B. Which I don't think I've had one of those in a while. So I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna send it in and get my $100.